There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. That's caught at the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gibbs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Goff now to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them. I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
And fighting down inside the 25. And he brings us out past the 20. To the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Tonight.
Now Hall to start the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Fields. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Go! It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright from 3 yards out. And the Lions had 6 to their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the key.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
EQ.
Fields now to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. We're good. Tonight.
Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
They snap it to Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. And it brings up
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. An audible here to get a new look.
brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Ric Flair.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, son. Hey, out 551, 12 go. Delta. Go.
To throw is Fields. That's into the hands of Reynolds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Jets. First
Hey,
down.
Ken. You got what? You
First
got
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
EQ. Tonight.
Here's Fields. This one deep for Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Who's the tonight?
To the air again, Fields. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Fields. Looking deep here from Mechie. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. First carry now for David Montgomery. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And the Lions.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cut. 180. Cut.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
58, hey, 551, 551.
Get out of here with a W offense.
Let's go.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Folk connects on the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Jets 7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Value three.
To throw is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith, 55 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Goff. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
We go tonight. White 20s.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Out of the gun, Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. Here's a diving catch right side. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for the Jets. 64 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go.
They'll run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second.
Easy.
Back to throw. Fields. And this is incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Hey, 551. Green 19. Go.
Looking to throw. Fields. This is caught. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
We go tonight.
Play action. It's gone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
4 now. Here we go. Right.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Lions first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Lions.
Hell, you won.
Gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's right. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
4 yards. That's another deep.
Goff now looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Arian Smith. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Jets, 28.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now Fields going to run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 319, Jets front. Angel. Sit high. Delta. Sit high.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith, 48 yards. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
34.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Goff now looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Hey, kill. Hey, let's go. Got it.
Now it's gone. That is intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Easy. Right.
Now Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
This is 1st and 10.
11. Here we go, son. EQ. 58. Angel. Delta. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Go.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 of the 9-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. 5 tonight.
Ball again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Here we go. Tonight. West right it. Tonight.
All eyes on Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Green Knights. EQ.
And one last throw here for Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go, son. EQ. 58, who's here, set? Can't. Up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field,